Hello, guys. It is Zephyra with Swan Goddess Inc. yet again. And my goodness, do we have a lesson today? I have been getting downloads all day. I have been working very diligently on healing in the last 24 hours. And I have come to many realizations that I feel need to be shared with you guys, because if what I say can help even one of you, then it's worth it. Now, a lot of you guys know that I have been on a twin flame journey from hell. Most of us that are on true twin flame journeys, those of us that are members of the 144,000, and hell, those of us that aren't, this is still really good relationship advice regardless. So pay attention. If I'd paid closer attention, maybe things would have been turned out differently. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Don't know. But for what it's worth, I realized that in the last relationship I was in, I had allowed fear to control me. I let fear get the better of me. I allowed jealousy to also get me. I'm going to start with the first incident that came to my head that I've been guided to address. And it was after my twin and I had broken up, and I was still very much in shock over certain things that had happened. And I don't know, I was in such shock the night that we broke up. I honestly don't remember what he said to me that night, because it was so hurtful that I remember my friend standing behind me, and even everybody that was there, their eyes got big, like, oh my God, did those words really just come out of his mouth? And I shut down. I don't remember a fucking word of it. I remember my crystals being thrown in a Walmart bag, plastic Walmart bag, and thrown at me. But I don't remember much else, because I was that floored. I was that shocked by what had happened. I was not expecting it. I don't think anyone was expecting the reaction that he gave. It floored me. So I apologize if this particular person told me to get out of his life and stay out. I don't remember a damn thing that night after the yelling started. I don't. I was hurt by what happened. I'm still in shock over it sometimes. But I realized today, as I've been meditating and healing, that there were things that I'm not sure if I had done these things differently, that it would have changed anything or not, but I know that it will help me in future relationships. That morning after the argument on the patio and he went to work, I made the decision to pack my stuff and leave immediately. I did not wait for him to get home. I did not wait to calm down. I packed my stuff and I left. And I remember a roommate saying, "Are you sure you want to do this? Are you positive? Maybe you might want to wait till you calm down. Are you sure?" I was sure. maybe if I had waited, maybe if I hadn't let my emotions override my better judgment, maybe if I hadn't let my fear of what would happen when he got home dictate, maybe things would have turned out differently. But after that particular incident on the patio that morning, I was terrified of what would happen when he got home that night. I didn't know if we would argue. I didn't even give him the chance to calm down. I didn't give myself the chance to calm down. I just packed my stuff and left, guys. Maybe that was the wrong thing to do. Maybe it was the right thing to do. Hindsight's always 20/20. But I do know, looking back on it now, I was afraid of another confrontation with this person. I was afraid of another confrontation. I was afraid of being rejected. And so I made a snap decision that quite possibly could have ended this relationship on shitty terms, when maybe if I had been more patient and waited on him to calm down, if I had calmed down, maybe we could have talked about it when he got home. Guys, do not let your emotions override your better judgment. Don't. Never, ever just pack your shit and leave when you're fucking angry. Don't do that. Don't. You wait till you've calmed down. You give that other person time to calm down. When they get home, if they say, I want you out of my house and out of my life, I need you to leave, then you leave. But don't just pack your stuff and leave without attempting to talk to this person first. You calm down first and you give that person time to calm down. Then let them say, I need you to leave. I want you to leave. Also, at the same time, read the energy. Read the energy on the person. If they say, no, you're fine, but the energy says, get the fuck out of my house, then get out of their house. Tell them, you know what? I'm hearing these words come out of your mouth, but my instinct, my gut is saying, you know what? Maybe I need to leave for a few days, not for good. Maybe I need to take a step back so that we can calm down and discuss this later. I do wish I had waited and done it differently. There was another incident later on, a couple of people sitting on the stairs. And at the time, I was still thinking, under the impression, apparently mistaken impression, that we, the people that were still living in the house with him, that we're still going to be able to be friendly. I was mistaken. Because I was being me and I said, hey, asked about dinner. Because we did dinner for spirit school and everything else. And again, I was under the impression, because I had been told, don't worry, we're still friends. Just because you and this individual are no longer together, we're still friends. And this individual and another female said, oh, well, we have plans this weekend. I got jealous, guys. I got hurt. Because in my mind and in my heart, I still honestly felt that there was hope for this relationship based off of what I had been told by individuals. And I was wrong. Very wrong, apparently. I, like I said, do not remember what happened that night after the yelling started, because I was in shock and I shut down. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, that if I had it to do all over again, I would not have allowed my emotions to override my better judgment, and I would have just held off and waited on individual to get home and let him tell me face to face, I want you out of my life. I'm done. This relationship is over. I let my fear of confrontation dictate what I did. And then I got jealous whenever these other people were like, we have plans this weekend, because it hurt my heart because I was still in love with him. And now here I am still very much dealing with certain health issues, been following divine guidance on many things, on everything. And now being guided, hey, do not let fear of rejection, do not let fear of confrontation get you to make snap decisions. And do not let negative people that are low vibing affect your high vibration. I never took, because this is also going to feed into the whole, I never took the time when I lost my father and my uncle last year to grieve for their deaths. And I don't really feel like I ever took the time to grieve the loss of this particular relationship either, because it cut me to the bone, it hurt me to my core. And obviously, part of it has destroyed me physically. My physical health has suffered immensely because of unprocessed grief. And I am still working on healing, both physically, spiritually, and emotionally from this. And I'm coming out stronger for it. So the lesson here, guys, do not allow your emotions to override your better judgment. Don't allow fear, which is false evidence appearing real, do not allow fear to get you to run away from a situation just because you're afraid of confrontation. Hold off. Ground out. Go hug a tree. Meditate on it. Do not make a snap decision, because it can and will affect you for the rest of your life. Sometimes it can affect you positively. Other times it can affect you very negatively. It affected me negatively. So please don't allow that to happen to you. Do not make the mistake that I did. Now I'm being guided here to read this wonderful 4 agreements card. It says, don't take anything personally. Embrace your freedom. You gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you regardless of how strong it may be. And if you live without fear, if you love, you will be happy with your life. I allowed fear to control me. Don't do that. I will never again allow fear to interfere with my ability to be happy. And you shouldn't either. I love you all. I hope that this lesson resonates and that it keeps other men and women from making really shitty decisions. You don't have to tolerate being abused or mistreated, guys. I'm just asking that before you make a decision about ending a relationship or moving out of a house, that you take the time to be cool, calm, and collected about it before you have somebody help you pack your shit and leave. All right? I love you guys. Good luck to everybody. And if anyone would like to book a one-on-one session with me, please contact swangoddessinc@gmail.com. If you want to make a good karma donation because you like what I have to say and willing to help me build my channel so that way I can keep teaching more lessons and do more light language, which I am going to do a light language video for you guys tonight as well, because it's time to do another one. Got to build each other up, get these vibrations higher. Then good karma donations can be made through Cash App at hashtag Swan Goddess Inc. Have a great night, guys, and I hope this resonates. I love you all. Bye-bye.